say in my eyes, but with you it's like I never felt that way. Phone's been ringing 20 times, I don't seem to mind, 'cause you're bothering me in the best way. I can be a fool for the little things you do to get old to me. Chocolate and roses on a Wednesday night, this feels alright. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. You got me falling and I owe it all to you. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. Take a little breath and push aside. Tell me what I should be doing. I know, baby, I love you, what to do. I know, baby, I've been so afraid, can't control these feelings. I've taken a dose of you, just a little will suffice, so I can't survive. Finally, baby, I can be a fool for the little things you do to get old to me. Chocolate and roses on a Wednesday night, this feels alright. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. You got me falling and I owe it all to you. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. Take a little breath and push aside. Tell me what I should be doing. I know, baby, I love you, what to do. I know, tell me what I should be doing. I know, I know, I don't know.
你可以去后面把那个收起来吗？
才不会有。
现在多少？ 11吗？9。啊，24。
Everything goes right. I can feel the breeze. Euphoric delight. Only you and me.
九份新城。
Boy, your honey sickly sweet keeps me coming, got me weak. You could kill me, I'd still be dying. Your number 6 feet deep. Oh, it's real hard to break this habit. It's like I want you 24/7. When I'm without you, boy, I feel safe. Think you were better than my prescriptions. Nothing feels as good as you do. If you ever leave, I'll be real sad. Let's both hope that it don't get too bad. Boy, your honey sickly sweet keeps me coming, got me weak. You could kill me, I'd still be down number 6 feet deep. Oh, it's real hard to break this habit. It's like I want you 24/7. When I'm without you, boy, I feel safe. Think you were better than my prescriptions. Better than my prescriptions. Better than my prescription. Everything goes right. I can feel the breeze.
是不是住着？ 栩栩如生哎，而且旁边还有真的鱼。年度代表作啊，立体啊，惟妙惟肖啊。
不想看。